Higher Education Deputy Minister Mduduzi Manana is under fire for assaulting two women at a Johannesburg nightclub over the weekend. Eyewitnesses say the Deputy Minister was sitting at the same table with the women when they were engaged in an argument. So on the line now we have SABC News Journalist Lumko Jimlongo, who happened to be at the club when the incident happened. Lumko, thanks very much for talking to us here on the program. Talk to us from your point of view. What did you see unfold at the club that night?
Hi, good morning, Leanne. Well, basically, what happened is that we, myself and some mates of mine, arrived at Chubana, I would say around between 2:30 and 3, around about there. It was time where they were actually starting to close, where people were starting to trickle out because they completely closed, I think, at around 4. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we got a table, and it was not too far from where the Higher Education Deputy Minister was sitting, with a few of what I would imagine were his friends and some ladies as well. This is when then you could see that there was a bit of a fracas where they were sitting. You could see that there was a bit of an argument and whatnot, but obviously everybody paying their own business. Thereafter, it looked like it was getting physical, and as the lady tried, or what looked like she was trying to walk towards the exit, he struck her. And she fell on the floor. Now, I can honestly not say whether she fell because of the blow or she slipped or whatever, but she fell, and then he proceeded to trample her. Like he put his foot, he kicked her, and his foot was on her head, on her body, everywhere. And I think what really got to me, Leanne, is that people just stood there, and we were, including myself at first, like the bouncers, the staff members, and the guy who was identified as being the manager, they all just stood there and watched. And this is when then a friend of mine and myself went in, and some other guys I don't know because there were other patrons at the place at the moment. We went in and we tried to separate them, and at this time he was pulling her by the hair while she was still on the floor. And for a moment I managed to sort of get an eye contact with him, and I said to him, "But Chief, you can't do this." I don't know what happened. I wasn't at the table. I don't know, but it can't be worth this though, especially for you. You can't be doing such a thing. And his response was, which basically just means, who the hell do you think you are? You know? And then they then proceeded, and the whole fucker, it went outside the establishment, where I did not follow, but I believe outside another lady was assaulted. So basically, that's the long and short of what I personally saw with my own eyes.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were there, you witnessed the whole thing.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Saw the minister, the deputy minister, hitting somebody and then kicking them on the ground. Then something else happened outside of the club. You, however, did not witness that, but you heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, I think what's more disturbing, I suppose, is also there is telephone evidence as well that's come out, which is circulating all over social media as well, where the Deputy Minister has actually confessed to doing it as well.
Yeah, but from what I heard in the clip, I think he just admits that he says he slept her.
Okay. But there was more to it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, that's being a bit economical with the truth, to put it in the most decent way I can think of at 7 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, no. He definitely, it did not end with a slap across the face. It was like, I've never seen the guy. I don't know any of them, but he was almost like in this fit of rage. And like I said, and important to say, I wasn't at the table with them, so I honestly cannot know what may or may not have been said at the table that might have led to the eventuality that we saw. But what we did witness was the reaction to whatever it may have been, may have happened then.
Yeah. All right, we leave it there. Thank you very much for talking to us. That is our reporter, Lumko Jimlongo, who happened to be at the club when this incident did happen, and he was giving us an eyewitness account of the Deputy Minister hitting a lady at a table and then kicking her when she was on the ground. So we're still waiting on responses to that, and hopefully we'll be able to get a response from the Deputy Minister with regard to these allegations.